Welcome to Richard L. Snowden Memorial Stadium in Denver, Colorado for the Week 4 Fan Night Game of the Week. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Good evening, everyone. I am Mike Baggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Alongside me in the booth is the Hall of Famer, the Bronze Bomber, the quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs, Matt Wilson. How are you tonight, Matt?
Great. Excited for our first broadcast on 11 Sports.
As am I, sir. We have two outstanding teams on the docket tonight, each with a pair of super accurate quarterbacks. The Pride's Christian Christensen's number 2 in the league with a 75% completion percentage, and the Nightwings' Josh Miller is number 3 in the league at 74%. Christensen went off last week, throwing the ball over 70 times and 500 yards. He combined 1,940 yards and 15 touchdowns between them in 3 games apiece. I feel like we're set up for a shootout tonight, Matt.
Yeah, oh boy, Army. What a great game to bring to the
Simulation Football League.
Current fans and new viewers on 11 Sports. Denver needs to seek balance in their offense. Tallahassee's star-studded front four is no doubt coming after Josh Miller. Instead, Joseph Jared McChesney could be just what the doctor ordered. The Pride are riding high after their destruction of Alaska. Honestly, I wouldn't change much. Christensen just needs to watch out
Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Good evening, everyone. I am Mike Baggs.
for some untimely turnovers. Who will come out on top, Mike? There's only one way to find out, and that's on the field.
On the field, all right. How you doing tonight, Matt?
Great. Excited for our first broadcast on 11.
All right, Matt, let's head down to the field and get this one started. The teams are preparing for kickoff next, and you mentioned the Alaska game last week. That was a surprise to me. Usually it seems like when you and I call an Alaska game, Alaska just goes off and destroys their opponent. But Tallahassee came out on top, and they are set to kick here in Denver to get the Week 4 Fan Night Game of the Week started. Richard Douglas has the ball teed up, checking with his team, hand in the air, and we are underway here in Denver, live on the 11 Sports Network. Kick taken back at the 14-yard line. It's returned all the way up to the 30. Decent starting field position for the Nightwings, led by quarterback Josh Miller. Take a look at the key players here on the Nightwings offense. Along with Josh Miller is halfback Jared McChesney in his 3rd season in the league. Wide receivers Giacomo Jones and Logan Keel are joined with a Week 4 signing, Avery Allen at tight end, making his Simulation Football League debut tonight. Josh Miller, play action on first down, throws over the middle, that one incomplete. In and out of the hands of his intended target, Andrew James White.
Yeah, not a fan of that call. You don't want to run much play action against Tallahassee. Those front four are likely to eat them for breakfast. So stay away from that. More of the quick outs and at least put some extra blockers back there for him.
2nd down and 10 for the Nightwings. 4 receivers set, Miller under center. Play action again. This time Miller throwing an out route to the left-hand side. That one is going to be ruled out of bounds. I thought he might have gotten a foot in, but they'll mark him out. 3rd down and 10.
Looked like a very similar play, and boy, this is right where Tallahassee wants Denver. They got to throw deep, and they can pin their ears back and go after the quarterback, and especially when there's no one to help him.
Miller alone in the backfield, as Matt mentioned. 5 wide for the Nightwings. Miller going deep over the middle, and he has his target caught all the way up at the 46-yard line on the Tallahassee side. Giacomo Jones in his 4th season now in the league, 3rd with the Nightwings franchise. Matt Jones, a very reliable, incredible receiver for, frankly, in the Simulation Football League in general, but especially for the Nightwings. 16 receptions, 196 yards, and a touchdown already this season. McChesney with his first carry on the night has blockers and has a good run off tackle to the right. Gains 9 up to the 36-yard line. And Matt, the Nightwings are on the move.
Yeah, that's what I wanted them to do, talking about some of the keys to the game. Tallahassee didn't invest very heavily in the linebacker position, so if you can beat those front four, you might have a lot of running room ahead of you.
3 in the backfield on 2nd down and 1. Take a look at the key players on the Pride defense after this run by McChesney straight up the middle, finally tackled at the 28-yard line. Let's take a look at those key players. Defensive lineman Hunter Norwood, 6'2", 325 pounds of beef at the defensive tackle position. Defensive ends are Tyquan Hale and Kevin Bain. At cornerback, Michael Sprouse and Bernard Gooden. Safeties are Sir Chappelle and Alex Bond. Bond had a incredible game last week against Alaska. We'll get to that momentarily. Miller, pressure coming, gets the pass away. It's a duck, but it is caught by Avery Allen, his first reception of his SFL career, and that one's good for a first and goal all the way to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, what a great play. Miller just sidestepped the blitz and threw a nice, it's a wobbler, Mike, but it doesn't matter how it gets there as long as it's complete.
So as long as you catch the ball, the pass, quality doesn't matter. Miller to throw, fires into the end zone. That one's nearly intercepted. That one probably should have been taken away in and out of the hands of Sir Chappelle. That would have been his second pick if he had been able to bring that one in, second on the season, that is. Matt, I mentioned Alex Bond. He's got 5 picks so far this season. 5. That's number 1 in the league in interceptions. 2 of those came last week, picking off Ron Cochran of the Alaska Storm. Gooden also had 2 picks. Sir Chappelle and Michael Sprouse also had a pick apiece. It was quite the defensive showdown by the Pride last week. Miller on second and goal checks it down to McChesney, who's got plenty of room, and he's in for the touchdown. Denver puts points on the board first.
Yeah, I was going to say, a screen would be pretty nice here. Tallahassee was kind of stacked in the middle, and Denver just read my mind and led to some easy points. Look, they blitzed, it's vacated the middle, and, he could have ran another 10, 15 yards.
Extra point try coming up. Kramer Jackman has the position on the field. He kicks the ball, and it is up and through. Brings your score to Denver 7, Tallahassee nothing, as the Pride will now get their first chance on the field on offense.
They're going to need to respond back quickly, although, looking at their last game against the Storm, they have all the weapons to do just that.
Kick taken back at the goal line by Hunter Jones. Decent return by Jones, gets it up to the 24-yard line, where the Tallahassee Pride will take over on offense, led by fifth-year quarterback Christian Christensen. Over 1,000 yards on the season already, and like we talked about, Matt, third in the league in completion percentage, 74%. He's joined in the backfield by halfback A.J. Francis. Wide receivers for the Pride are Hunter Jones and Grayson Willis and Ken Gossett, probably one of the best receivers in the entire league. Christensen to throw on first down, throws another duck himself. That one does not get to where it needs to go. Looks like his intended target was Gossett. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
He caught many passes last week, so Denver probably watched the film and going to try to take Gossett out of this game and make Christensen throw it to somebody else.
And that's a tall order, Matt. Gossett's a hard man to take out of a game. He's got 41 catches so far this season. That's number 1 in the league. 491 yards. That's number 2 in the league. And he's tied for 2nd in the league in touchdowns with 4. Ball is taken by Francis in the backfield, running off tackle to the right. Doesn't get very far. Brought down on the play by Mike Sawchuk. And let's take a look at those key players on the Night Wings defense. Defensive tackle Bailey Baca is joined by linebacker Mike Sawchuk, who you just saw. Quarterbacks are Justin Jones and B.J. Armstrong. Safeties are Josh Vasquez and Nicholas Warner. Christensen to throw on 3rd down and 8, and that one is batted away. Pass is broken up and incomplete. Will bring up a 4th down, and the Pride go 3 and out, Matt.
Yeah, no, not one carry for A.J. Francis. Might be a mistake.
I think he had 1. It was that's how they got their 2 yards.
Oh, well, excuse me. Then,
but only the 1, and only for 2. So point still taken.
I mean, you got to maybe try him again in the next series because Denver's keying on the passing game big time.
Punt is away. Looks like it'll come down around the 39-yard line.
Oh!
We're going to take a short break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us. And welcome back to Denver, Colorado. I'm Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator, joined in the booth by Matt Wilson. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Josh Miller, play action to start this drive, fires over to the left-hand side. This time, finds his target on that out route. Matt, gain of 7 to Giacomo Jones.
I guess try again until it succeeds. I still don't love the call. I'm waiting for the some of those defensive ends and tackles to get there, but it was not a pretty pass either. But Jones, you just mentioned him on the last drive, making a nice grab there, gets at least 1 foot in bounds and sets him up nicely here for, I would love to see a McChesney run.
Yeah, that defensive line that you mentioned, Hunter Norwood, Tyquan Hale, Kevin Bain, 4 seasons experience each. That's a lot of talent and a lot of experienced talent on that line. Just made a shift to try to counteract what Denver's trying to do here, but McChesney running up the middle, falls across the line. I thought he might have been held short, but he falls across the sticks, gains a first down to the 43-yard line. Fresh set of downs. That's
just what you want. Keep the drive going. Don't get too fancy against this Tallahassee Pride defense. You could be looking at a long second or third down.
First down and 10. McChesney heads to the pine, and we go 5 wide. Miller in the gun. Miller, quick pass. Slant route was complete. That one once again hauled in by Jones, a very popular target of Josh Miller. Last week, Jones had 6 receptions for over 110 yards. And I mentioned he had 196 yards on the season. Well, over 100 of them, and his touchdown, his sole touchdown that he has, came last week versus the New Orleans Pharaohs. The Night Wings came out on top in that one, 23-3. Absolutely dominating the Pharaohs to advance to 2-1 on the season where they are right now. McChesney off tackle to the left, has blockers up. One of them past the 20, finally brought down on the play by Alex Bond, but a fresh set of downs at the 14-yard line, and they are inside the red zone.
There you go, running off tackle, abusing those linebackers. I mean, look, there's no great blocking. 84 takes out his man, and just a great setup there. So Denver's looking good. They're definitely taking on this Tallahassee defense and just cramming it down their throats.
McChesney had 117 yards on the ground last week, only averaged 3.8 yards per carry, but how could that be? Well, he ran the ball 31 times. He's featured heavily in this offense. Play action this time, fires over the middle. That one's incomplete and bobbled, nearly picked off. I think the Pride had about 5 guys with their hands on the ball, but couldn't take it away. Pass was intended for the fullback, and that's incomplete.
That's what happens when you go to the fullback. He's not known for they're not known for their hands, folks. That's why they block.
No, those hands were made for blocking, Matt.
That's just what they'll do.
Well, let's not burst into song on national television.
I didn't say anything.
3 in the backfield on second down. Miller under center. Pride stacking the box, pressure coming, but McChesney gets his way up the middle. Nice gain of 5. Will bring up a third and more manageable 5 to go.
Yeah, just keep pounding McChesney. If he's averaging 3.8, or was that the last game he averaged 3.8? That's still good for a first down every 3 carries. So
yeah, he averaged 3.8 last game, and on the season he's at 3.9. So pretty consistent, right around that 4-yard mark per carry. Miller, play action, stepping up into the pocket, finds Jones short of the sticks, and he spins out of bounds. Will bring up a 4th down and 2. And Kramer Jackman will come out onto the field for his 7th field goal try of the season. This one should be a chip shot for him, Matt.
Yeah, it should be pretty easy. And, it's not the worst thing for Denver. Get 3 more points on the board to get yourself a nice buffer against Tallahassee, because they can hit big. They're known for... hold the phone.
Well, they might try to go for it here. Miller leading the offense back out onto the field. Might be trying to just get the Pride to jump off sides.
Oh!
And they get him. Free play. Checks it down to McChesney. McChesney gets the first down, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Free first down as they caught the Pride making a critical mistake.
Oh, boy. Well, I was just talking about 3 points isn't so bad, but 7 might be better. Tallahassee's defense needs to stiffen up here.
Tyquan Hale with the jump, giving a fresh set of downs to the Night Wings. First down and goal from about, I'm going to say, the 3-yard line.
Time to dock $5K from his contract. Unless they, get a pick 6, then I'm totally eating my words.
4 receivers set here on first down and goal. Miller will throw. Fires into the triple coverage. And it's picked off just like that, Matt. Bernard Gooden with his fourth interception on the season, ending that drive.
So is that technically a commentator curse?
Yeah, something along those lines, yes.
I said, I guess, yeah, unless they throw a pick. It wasn't a pick 6, but see, the offsides was brilliant.
Miller trying to hit Giacomo Jones. And yes, that was all part of the long game, Matt.
Frank Gooden is as a master plan,
Yeah, Frank said, all right, Tyquan, we're going to want you to jump off sides because Bernard Gooden is going to go and get this pick on the next play. Fear not. Christensen back out on the field with his offense, split backs in the backfield. Christensen to throw, fires over the middle. That went too deep and almost gave it right back to the Night Wings. Justin Jones had his hands on the ball, couldn't take it away, brings up a second down.
Yeah, that was a rough one. If a lot of times you'll see the offenses take more risks on turnovers and give the ball right back, and luckily that wasn't one for the Pride.
Second down and 10, I formation. Christensen to throw, fires over the middle. That one's caught. Complete for a first down. Hauled in by Hunter Jones. I believe that's his first catch on the night.
The defender got a little bit too far ahead of himself and tried to deflect the ball back, but it's a good pass by Christensen to avoid that problem.
Four minutes to go here in the first quarter. Night Wings showing pressure, but Francis running off tackle to the right was able to gain 5. And Matt, we'd like to see maybe Francis involved a little bit more. We didn't really see him much last week when we called the Tallahassee Alaska game. I think let's see, Francis ran a grand total of 6 times.
Well,
the entire game.
He's like what, a quarter of the way there already?
Just about, yeah.
Oh, 33%, I think. Yes, I think my math's right. That is hard, folks.
Christensen to throw, fires over the middle. That one's caught. Almost swatted away, but Ken Gossett hauls it in, gets another first down, and the Pride offense finally starting to get things going here, Matt.
It was a dangerous throw, though. Another pick opportunity, but Christensen and Gossett have known each other for a long time. So.
Oh, absolutely. And even if they didn't, last week alone, Christensen threw the ball 77 times. 21 of those receptions, 58 were completed, but 21 of those 58 receptions, all by Ken Gossett. Francis spinning his way up to the 48-yard line, good for a gain of 2, brings up a second down and 8.
Looks like Tallahassee's trying a more measured approach, more balanced attack, and we'll see if that works in their favor or not.
Split backs in the backfield on second down. Christensen, short drop, checks it down. That one taken in the backfield by Julius Williams, the fullback. Good for a gain of about 4. We'll bring up a third down and 4.
They caught that one at least. It wasn't for much. At least he got the hands on the ball and brought it in.
Take a look at the upcoming broadcast schedule on the 11 Sports Networks. We have 2 more games tomorrow night to finish up week 4. Charleston at Las Vegas and Chicago at San Francisco. Both of those games at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central Time. Christensen in the gun on 3rd down, and it's swatted away, incomplete. The drive comes to an end right about midfield.
Justin Jones on the coverage, playing his own shallow zone and just reading the quarterback's eyes. Swats that thing down. Just no gossip for you.
You know, and Jones in his 2nd season, Matt, this is his 1st season with the Night Wings. Drafted by the San Francisco Sharks last season, 6'2", 215-pound corner. Already has 4 pass defense, 13 tackles, a tackle for a loss on the season. Now he's got 5th passes defense. No picks yet, but trust me, Matt, those are coming. Punt is away. He's taken back at the 12-yard line, returned up to the 19. We're going to take another short break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Stay with us. And welcome back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight, joined in the booth with the Hall of Fame quarterback, Matt Wilson. 1st down and 10, Denver. More play action for Miller as he tries to hit the fullback over the middle again. Not what Matt wanted to see.
Now, guys, stop throwing to the fullback. I don't know why he's out there on that kind of set. Like I say, I loved that play they ran earlier out of the gun where it was just a quick slant. That's the kind of stuff you want to do. Get your quarterback in the shotgun, get some quick options for him to throw to. Don't let him sit in the pocket and get eaten alive by Tallahassee's front 4.
Chesney hit in the backfield and brought down for a loss. Beautiful play by the Pride defense.
Yeah, surprising linebacker play there from Tallahassee, and sets them up again right where they want him, right where this defense wants to just bring the pressure.
And now a long 3rd down coming up for the Night Wings. Miller alone in the gun, 5 wide. Only 3 down linemen for the Pride. Miller going deep over the middle. That one's nearly intercepted. Bounced out of the hands of a pair of Pride defenders, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I was about to say, I don't really like that defensive call. You're always sending 3. I know they're, star-studded, highly paid guys, but I really like that 4th guy in there to take up another O-lineman and really work that advantage.
Follow the Simulation Football League on Instagram at SimulationFL. Give Partner Nations best of like too while you're there. Punt nearly blocked. Does get it away. Goes back to the 44-yard line. Oh, Hunter Jones spinning his way up to the 48 before he gets absolutely leveled.
Regretting that spin, I think. Got turned sideways.
Appreciate everybody being here with us tonight. You can join us in our live chat that we have. Shout out to the chat. Code Gaming HR, Average Joker, Ray Nola, AJ Jackson, AJ Today Jackson, that is. Hi, Ashley. TMG82, Truceman 21, TMG82, Alex Bond, and so many more. That one good for a gain of 5. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. You can join that live chat by heading over to the 11 Sports Next Twitch channel. It's at twitch.tv/11 Sports Next. You can see that chat on the screen right now, but you can join right in and get in on the conversation. All of these games are performed live, and we can see the chat and communicate with everybody that's in it, and appreciate everybody joining us for these live shows. That one checked down to... Yeah, that was A.J. Francis. That one's going to be good for a gain of about 4. We'll bring up a 3rd down and inches.
Gonna be interesting to see what Tallahassee wants to do here. They've been running the ball a bit more, so I would expect them on this 3rd and 1/2 inch to just give it to Francis, and I think he should be able to get the first down here. Denver needs to try to swing them out east-west if they can.
7 in the box. Francis off tackle to the right.
Whoa,
Sidesteps
whoa.
the defender and gets the first down. What a little shimmy there by Francis.
Little stop and go there. Barry Sanders style. I think he already had the first down,
Sports Next Twitch channel. It's at twitch.tv.
but he wanted a few more, and
He was
Yeah,
not
threw-
done.
threw Denver off. Threw me off, too.
15 seconds to go in the first quarter. This will be quite likely the final play. That one's complete to Ken Gossett over the middle for a 2nd down and inches. I thought he had that first down, but apparently not. So we'll take a break at the end of the quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. We'll be back in just a bit. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast on the 11 Sports Network is presented by APM Music, Production Music Library, and Custom Music House. And brought to you in part by Fuel Beyond Imagination. Visit the all-new SFLinteractive.net today. By Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL. And MediaTek Institute. Turn your passion into your profession. These beautiful aerial shots of Denver are brought to you by AirViews, united by drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. And welcome back for the start of the second quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight, joined in the booth by the Hall of Fame quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs, Matt Wilson. Matt, we've had a defensive showdown so far.
Yeah, Denver's defense is really clamped. Wow.
And that 2nd and inches is converted, but barely. Taekwon Hale tackling, not Taekwon Hale. The running back, A.J. Francis, was able to get the first down barely before being brought down by Bo Jenkins.
Yeah, they had him strung out, but good job on Francis getting that first down. Really, that's all that matters.
3 wide for the Pride. Christensen under center. Checks it down to Francis behind the line of scrimmage and chased down by Sawchuk. Nice gain of 7 up to the 20-yard line, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, using Francis in the passing game. They do that a lot as well. And the good read there. There was barely anyone over there. Luckily, Sawchuk made that tackler. There might have been a problem. A much bigger game.
2nd and 2. Ball at the 20-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Split backs once again in the backfield for Tallahassee. Christensen to throw, has time, fires over the middle into double coverage and incomplete. That one in and out of the hands of his receiver. That one intended for tight end Lee Majors. Bring up a 3rd down and 3.
That's what happens when you don't pay your tight ends, Mike. They don't make the big catch.
Tight ends are people too, Matt.
Yeah,
You got to get good tight ends.
that's right.
Shout out to a few more people in the chat now. I see the True Shot caller, Frank Gooden himself. Look Alive 24, Michael Trillo. The original Frosty. And there's a flag on that play. Christensen's hit as he throws, incomplete. And Matt, I was looking at the chat. What happened?
Well, there was an
jump.
offsides. And Bailey Baca just hit Christensen right in the mouth.
Neutral zone infraction, number 77, defense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And that
I guess the
one
Nightwing said, well, it's an offsides anyways. I'm just going to hit the quarterback. Luckily, didn't get a penalty on that.
We're giving up the free 1st down. We may as well take a shot at Christensen. Stephen at Large also in the chat. Appreciate everybody joining us on Twitch and wherever you are watching the 11 Sports Network. First down and 10 inside the red zone. Tallahassee trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Francis running the ball, has room, spins past the defender inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark him right down at the 10. Gain of 6.
Cut inside, should have cut outside. I didn't see anybody there. He might have scored a touchdown. Then again, that's why I don't play running back. We've seen Matt Wilson try to run. It's not pretty, folks.
No. It's worked before. You had one really nice run last season.
I tried to run away the last game, and it wasn't good.
It did not work. Offset eye on 2nd and 4. Christensen out route to Gossett at the top of the screen. First down and goal. He steps out of bounds at the 5, just past the 6. Fresh set of downs.
Denver played man there, and Gossett's like, I eat men for breakfast. I mean, man. I'd be concerned if he was eating men for breakfast.
Yeah, no cannibalism here in the SFL.
No.
First down and goal from the 5.
Watch the screen. They've thrown it out of this formation before.
Hands the ball off to Francis, and he's in for a touchdown. The Pride getting points on the board.
They're just trying to prove me wrong. They know I hate that formation, but a couple teams have made it work this year. As Francis goes off tackle, nice double team block there. Everyone just doing their job. He didn't need much for that touchdown, and that's about all. You got just that enough.
Barber is back for the point after. Number 8 will hold.
Extra point try coming for the Pride. Richard Douglas on the field for the conversion kick attempt. Good snap, kick is up, and it is through. The game is all knotted up here, 7-7. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back to Richard L. Snowden Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. Week 4 Fan Night Game of the Week. And Matt, I would be remiss if I didn't give a special shout out to our dear friend Andy Hamilton, who has joined us now in the chat.
Golf clap.
I'm Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator, joined in the booth by the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. Appreciate you being here with me tonight and every week, Matt, as we call these Fan Night Games of the Week. It's a great honor that Commissioner Cameron Irvine gave to us this season, being able to bring the Game of the Week to all the fans of the Simulation Football League. And now, with us being on 11 Sports and reaching a wider audience, it'll be great that we can bring SFL action to the masses. First down and 10 for the Nightwings. Josh Miller checks it down to McChesney in the backfield, who had a nice block out in front. Gains 6 all the way up to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Michael Sprouse says hello. Nice tackle, but they're using McChesney pretty well so far in this game, but they need to score back. You know, with these kind of grindy games, even field goals are important.
For those of you who are hearing me mention chat, it's on the screen now. If you're wondering where you can find that chat, head over to the 11 Sports Network Twitch page. It's at twitch.tv/11sportsnext. And you too can join in the chat. You can find out more about the Simulation Football League. If you'd like to visit our website, it's at simulationfl.net. There you can find a plethora of information. We're breaking out the big words tonight, Matt. A
cornucopia.
A cornucopia of information about the league, our history, what we are, who we are, what we've done, where we're going, all that stuff. Miller under pressure. He goes down. Sacked on the play by Kevin Bain, his first sack of the season.
Yeah, we know where Miller's going, down to the ground.
That's right. 4th down and 13, and that drive ended almost as quickly as it started, Matt. But yeah, you know, if you want to join the Simulation Football League, you head over to the website, simulationfl.net. There's a link to join our Discord community. That's how you can get involved. You can get a player of your own on one of these teams and have your name called. Wow, look at that hit on that punt return. Hunter Jones trying to get something going. There's nothing to be had out of that return, but you can join the league as a player. You could join our beat writing team, Simulation Football League. If you'd like to visit our website, it's at Simulation. Write one of the amazing articles that are on our website and regularly posted and updated. If broadcasting is something you've ever thought you'd like to do, we're taking applications for the broadcast team now. You could join our live stats team and help make our broadcasts even better by providing our broadcasters with some live stats. Francis taking that handoff, going nowhere, wrapped up and brought down on the play for a loss of 2. But, Matt, I can't say enough positive things about the Simulation Football League, and it was you, Matt, that got me involved in this league. 2 years ago now?
Yeah, you laughed at me, but now you're the director of broadcasting.
I did. Matt told me about this league, and I said, what is this nonsense? And now I just said that on the air. But
documented.
Christensen, out route, top of the screen, caught by Gossett with room to run, breaking the tackle all the way up to the 38-yard line, and I need to clarify, Matt. You know, I know, right? Before the commissioner disconnects my feed. So yeah, you told me about the league, and I was like, that sounds pretty wild. And then I started to watch the games, and
pretty wild.
It was pretty wild. You know, and learned more about the league, more about what you could do, and you know, it kind of stuck. You know, and then we got involved broadcasting together, and here we are a few seasons later now, going out live on DirecTV right now on the 11 Sports Network. That pass is picked off. B.J. Armstrong jumping right over the middle to make the pick, his first of the season.
Basketball, football, no matter what sport he's playing, he's a star. Pretty much in man coverage. Big size disadvantage against Hunter Jones, but it didn't matter. He took inside position. Jones has got to undercut that. You can't let that happen. And now Denver's defense, I mean, they've been spectacular over the last 2 games, not allowing many points at all, and trend continues.
B.J. Armstrong, absolutely. He basically just ran that route for Jones. Miller on first down finds Giacomo Jones for a nice gain of 8.
More play action fun. Yeah, they must have seen something, scouted something, thinking that quick play action out would work, and it's worked better than I thought it would. I'm waiting for Miller to eat some turf on it, but he seems to be able to get the ball out in time before any pressure gets there.
McChesney taking the ball. Oh, he can't quite get the first down. Leveled at the 35-yard line. Will bring up a 3rd down and 1.
I mean, you got to run him. He's averaging 5.5 even after that run, so I would just give it to him again and keep this drive going, hopefully, if you're a Denver fan.
At Andy Hamilton's insistence, a special shout out to J-Core in the chat as well. McChesney getting the first down and more, breaking through defenders, getting his way up to the 44-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about, though. If you can beat the front four, these linebackers are suspect. And that's exactly what McChesney does. Beats that linebacker, finally
Michael
Sprouse cleans up the garbage, but not after a big first down.
So 1st and 10 from their own 44. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Miller firing to the bottom of the screen, has his man. That one good for a gain of 4, falling out of bounds, 2nd and 6.
Looks like Denver's getting their quick out game going, and you need to just pull out all the stops when you only scored 7 points and you're almost at halftime. Keep those turnovers away. Don't be throwing those deep balls, high risk balls. No need to. It's pretty much a 0-0 ball game.
Yeah, effectively. Miller checks it down to McChesney in the backfield, breaks through the first defender, and then gets absolutely leveled on the play by Sir Chappelle. Gains a first down up to the Tallahassee 46-yard line, and Denver continues their drive.
I don't want to beat a dead horse, but again, you had McChesney against one of those underpaid, well, we don't underpay people in the SFL, but not paid very well linebackers.
Lesser talented,
yes.
Miller on first down has a man, but he underthrows the ball, and that one nearly intercepted by Bernard Gooden. The receiver had beat his coverage, and Matt, if Miller had gotten that a little deeper, we could have seen some more points.
Yeah, well, not to be. I mean, it's still a risk. I'd like to see them just keep doing what they're doing, picking up 4 or 5, 6 yards at a time, and try to beat this defense in one big play.
4 receivers set here on 2nd down. Miller, play action, firing over the middle. That one is caught. Finally, the fullback gets his hands on the ball and actually is able to hang on. Steve Aoki gains 6, 3rd down and 4. And Matt, one thing to keep an eye on as we get a little bit closer to the end zone. We're still 40 yards out, but wide receivers Giacomo Jones and Logan Keel both have 19 career touchdowns with Denver. The franchise record is 19 touchdowns, so they both currently hold that. Whoever can get a touchdown first will break the career franchise record. As that pass is incomplete, it'll bring up a 4th down and stall this drive. So it won't be this time, Matt, but something to keep an eye on throughout the game.
That was a great job by the linebacker there. I thought it might have been PI, but he's looking at the quarterback, playing the ball all the way. So good job by the Tallahassee defense there to stop this. And now the defensive battle continues.
Andrew James White, the intended target on that play. And man, it's always painful for an offense when they get as close as they are when they're punting from the opponent's side of the field. But hopefully they can pin them deep here.
Looking good.
Yeah, see, comes down at the 10. He actually fields it. Usually you let that go into the end zone. We're going to take a short break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Stay with us. We'll be back. Welcome back. Tallahassee Pride 7, Denver 7. Tallahassee with the ball. Split backs in the backfield. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Pump fake and complete over the middle to, let's see, I thought that was Ken Gossett, but no, it's Grayson Willis with what I believe is his first reception of the night. Willis with 21 receptions on the season so far, 207 yards, and got another one there, Matt.
He got bumped a little bit on that route, but Grayson Willis, another great receiver for the Pride, and I don't know how Denver's kept them under wraps for so long, but I don't think you can hold on to this pace forever. One of them's going to break out for a deep ball. Could be right here.
Christensen back to throw. Pressure coming. Fires that one going the wrong way. Probably best that Willis let that one fall incomplete. It looked like he almost just swatted that one down.
Yeah, I mean, it's better that he didn't catch the ball, honestly. Would have been a loss of 1 at minimum. So this Denver defense is doing the job.
Yeah. Yeah, both, it's funny because during our intro, for those of you who missed it, we said we were in for a shootout tonight, but the defense has said, nope. Christensen fires over the middle to Willis. Willis catches the ball, and he is brought down. Tackled on the play by Josh Vasquez, but another first down for the Pride. And, Matt, I see in the chat Frank Gooden saying, okay, team, let's try to milk the clock here and get a score. And that would really be ideal for the Pride at this point. 3 minutes to go in the half. If they can do, a nice, they got a first down here, get a 3-minute drive from this point, get in the end zone. They kicked off to start the game, so they'd get the ball right back and could go down and try to score again. Christensen sidearms it to Francis in the backfield, tackled right at the line of scrimmage, and Tallahassee's going to go into the hurry-up.
I think Frank's being too greedy. Just score. I don't care how, if it's 1 second.
Milk the clock and score. Just score. That one caught over the middle. Another first down, and we'll go right back into the hurry-up again. Tight end Lee Majors with his second catch of the day.
Dropped one earlier, but that was a nice grab.
Christensen fires. Caught by Ken Gossett, somehow plucking it right through 3 defenders. Caught all the way up at the 28-yard line. As we approach the 2-minute warning, and we are at the 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. We'll be back after a brief break. That would really be ideal for the Pride at this point. 3 minutes to go in the half. If they can do... 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Pride on the march. First down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Trying to get some points on the board right before the half. Christensen back to throw. Fires over the middle. That one incomplete. And a little surprised to see him go into the hurry-up when they had a stopped clock there, Matt.
Yeah, and interesting that it came out in this formation, keeping one of their wide receivers on the bench.
That one checked down to the fullback, Julius Williams, and he catches it for a gain of 4, and now they'll, I don't know if he, did he get out of bounds?
Yeah, he did. The clock stopped. So
clock is stopped, got out of bounds, so they'll regroup, come out in a new formation on this 3rd down and 6.
Or will they? That's what I'm about to say. It's probably best for them so they could shift into a different formation, but
yeah. Ken
there
Gossett,
you go.
trips formation to the bottom of your screen. Christensen under center. Christensen, pump fakes. Pressure coming, steps up in the pocket. Christensen's going to take off. He's going to try to get it on his own to the 10. Gets a first down and goal all the way up to the 10-yard line.
Is he all right? Okay.
He is. His team's just attacking him after that slick run. Not something that Christensen's known for, Matt.
Frank's going to teach that boy how to slide. I mean, there's no place he could have gone. I don't think he was going to truck anybody on that field.
Appears to be a running formation here on first down as they do attempt to milk the clock as Frank ordered, and that one's tackled for a loss, brought down in the backfield, 2nd down and 12 as the clock ticks down to a minute to go.
Denver not wanting to give Tallahassee, I guess, any additional time. And here we go with this formation again. I don't know. You're taking out one of your receivers. Could be a detriment.
Christensen, pressure coming, fires, incomplete. Hunter Jones out of bounds when he had that ball. I wasn't sure. That one was close. They're going to mark him incomplete.
So if Jones and Gossett are in, then Willis must be on the pine. And I don't know. I'd want Willis out there if I'm going to throw the ball.
Jones, the least used receiver on this team, doesn't mean he's any worse than the other two. Just reception-wise, Gossett 41, Willis 21, Jones 16 coming into the game tonight. 3 receivers on the field for this one. Christensen, he was about to take off again, and he is brought down and sacked on the play. Tallahassee burns a timeout, which is interesting. They could have just let this clock tick down for a little bit, but electing to call a timeout, giving their kicker some time to get out there and put a field goal on the board.
And in this game, 3 points feels like 14.
.31-yard field goal try coming up from the right hash for Richard Douglas. Good snap, kick is up, and it is good. Tallahassee takes their first lead of the night, 10-7 over the hometown Denver Nightwings.
Yeah, you really can't miss that kicker. You're going to get run out of town. It's right down the middle. I've seen it. It's happened, but
So
you don't want to be on the end of that. A pink slip will be incoming.
yeah, it'll be in your inbox the next morning for sure. So, Matt, the Nightwings have 38 seconds and 3 timeouts. They're going to be kicking the ball back to the Pride after halftime. What do you do here if you are the coach of the Nightwings?
Well, I want to be aggressive. You got Kramer Jackman who can probably hit a kick from 55, so you don't need to go as far as normal. Try to get the ball, try to pick up 15 yards here, call a timeout, pick up another 15, and you should be in good shape. Easier said than done.
Yeah, it is. But you think if they get the ball down to, say, about the 38-yard line, that'd be a 55-yarder.
Yeah.
Worth a shot?
I would say worth a shot, and this is a great set to do it in.
4 wide receivers and a tight end on the field for Josh Miller and his offense. Low snap, but Miller takes it in, fires over the middle. That one's complete for first down, and they will hurry back to the line. Graham Canyon with that reception. 23 seconds to go as the clock ticks away. I would have expected a timeout there. Miller firing over the middle again. And still no timeout. 15 seconds. He got 3 timeouts, Denver.
Yeah.
Miller taking his time, 9-8. Dropping back, pump fake, firing over the middle, complete. And down at the 41. And, Matt, that's a little too far. That one would be a 58-yarder.
I might still try him out at this point.
You may as well. 7 of 7
You all know the Hail
season,
Mary
though.
percentages. Unless you're Matt Wilson, they're pretty low.
Yeah. Matt Wilson, he hits those every time,
At least 50%.
At least you hit 50% of your Hail Marys. I'd like to see the statistics on that.
For the new viewers, I hit 50%.
For those of you who have actually watched Simulation Football League games, you know that is completely false. But we will see the Hail Mary formation come out rather than giving Jackman a shot at a 58-yarder. This will be the final play of the half. Fired over the middle, complete, but he's not going to get the end zone. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. Your score after 2 quarters of play, Tallahassee 10, Denver 7. We take one final look at this play before we head to the halftime show. Matt, what are your thoughts so far on the first half? It's not at all what I expected we would be seeing yet.
Yeah, it's defense, and more defense. Denver kind of mismanaged their timeouts there. If they'd taken one and completed that pass, they would have had a nice field goal chance there, and they left some points off the board, I feel.
Yeah,
At,
you know,
at any
and
point.
I understand momentum. I mean, they complete the pass and they thought, you know what, maybe they just liked what they saw out of the Tallahassee defense and thought they could take advantage. But yeah, I agree. Call a timeout after that first reception. You had 3. You could have called at least 2 before you have to go into the hurry up. So we take a look at the stats after the first half. Very, very even. I mean, it's almost as even as it could be.
Well, it's just like the game is almost as even as it could be. Besides 3, we had that unfortunate turnover in the end zone from Denver. That would have gave them at least another 3 in a tie game. Turnovers are always important in close games like these. Is this the turnover right here?
I think so,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, if they
Bernard
just run
Gooden.
the ball there with McChesney, I mean, I think
Yeah.
they blew a chance to get 7 points.
I agree. So, so for all of you who are wondering what on you Simulation Football League, we are a controllerless esports community, and I really emphasize community because it is more than just a normal esport where you have the players and then the viewers. Well, we have the teams and the players and the coaches and the scouts and the broadcasters and the beat writers, the stats team, the social media team led by Andy Hamilton. Now we have a multimedia team, and we can't forget the commissioner himself as well, you know, producing all of these games for us live in beautiful 1080p. Now on 11 Sports Network as of this very weekend, and there's so much more to this league than just what you're seeing in these games tonight. If you want to find out more about this league, visit our website, simulationfl.net. You can find all the information about the league there. There's history from each of our previous 12 seasons, now in season 13 here in the Simulation Football League. Tonight's game is the Week 4 Fan Night Game of the Week. It was voted in by the fans in our Discord community. If you go to the website, you can click the link to join the Discord community and become part of the action yourself. And then you too can vote on the Fan Night Game of the Week so you can decide which teams Matt and I are calling next Monday night. Opening kickoff of the second half taken by Hunter Jones up to the 23-yard line. And Matt, what sort of changes or adjustments would you like to see out of either of these teams, or just would you like to see more of the same and see if they can take advantage of things on defense?
Yeah, it's hard to nail. Usually I can nail down one particular area. Both teams have had their crack in the running and the passing game. It's just the defense have just been too good.
Yeah. I mean, both teams have played well. That's the thing. There's really no adjustments to be made. Maybe more passes to Gossett, as you see one there. You know, a quick little dump down to Ken Gossett, good for a first down. Gossett having an absolutely fantastic season. I said it earlier on in the game, but for those that missed it, Ken Gossett, the 6'4", 220-pound receiver, his 5th season in the league, all with Tallahassee. He's got 41 catches coming into tonight's game. That's good for number 1 in the league. 491 yards. That's good for number 2 in the league. 4 touchdowns on the season. That's good for tied for second place. He's an absolute phenomenon. That pass to the fullback, Julius Williams, gains only 1, and that's why we want to see more of those Ken Gossett passes and maybe less.
Maybe that's
Julius
one thing.
Williams.
Less throws to the tight end or to the fullback. Hands haven't been there. When they have, they really haven't gotten.
Speaking of our social media team, follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL. And it's more than just Twitter. We mentioned Instagram earlier. We're on Facebook and everything. Christensen under pressure and gets that pass away. Dangerous throw on the run, but it's complete to Hunter Jones. Christensen with a little bit of a dot there. 3rd down and 5.
Well, the wily vet moving around in the pocket like before and making a play. Positive out of a negative.
Last week, Matt, it was absolutely wild watching Christensen. 77 pass attempts. It was unbelievable when I saw the stat line throughout the game. I'm like, is that accurate? Christensen throwing again. Francis in the backfield. Spins again, but he can't get the line to gain. 1 yard shy, and that'll bring up a 4th down, and the defense holds again.
I guess that's one thing. Is Tallahassee has the horses. Send them deep. I know I said stay away from turnovers, but you know, comes to a point where you got to take a couple shots.
It feels like a rubber band that is just It was unbelievable when I saw the stat line throughout the game. I'm like, is that? Time that I think we've seen him so far in his debut.
Slow, methodical drive here from Denver, but doesn't matter if it's slow, methodical, or fast. It just depends on if you're going to score at the end. They're getting closer and closer to field goal range at minimum, but you need to keep it up.
4 receiver set on third down. Miller back to throw, fires behind the line of scrimmage by about 4 yards. McChesney's only able to gain 1. 4th down and 4, and that drive will come to a stall.
Too conservative. I guess they're hoping to pin Tallahassee, but man, you haven't got many opportunities on this side of the field, and they got to take advantage of them.
Lily Long on to punt. Pressure coming, and that one is away. That one will bounce down at the 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, beautiful job.
Wow.
Special teams unit of the Nightwings.
On the goal line.
Look at that, the goal line. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that, Matt.
I don't know, but if they had blown that one, somebody else would have been fired, because I would have touched that ball with about a yard or two left on that path, because you don't know.
You don't know where that's going.
So now, safety watch for Denver here.
Bailey Baca licking his chops. Christensen, pressure coming, quick fires that one away and gets it away. And you know what, Matt? That was probably the best 4-yard reception of Willis's career.
Well, we'll see what it leads to, but it definitely gets them some breathing room.
It gets them off the goal line. I mean, who cares that it was only a 4-yard reception? I don't think I've ever seen a punt down on the goal line. Christensen under center here on second down.
Oh,
and
no.
There's a jump, free play. AJ Francis trying to make the most of it as he skitters his way up to the 11-yard line, and we will check the flag, but it looks like that is definitely going to be an offsides on Bodie Jenkins as the ref hides behind the goalposts while making his call.
He might as well. We all know how much the whole community loves Ref 62. So he's like, well, if I hide behind the goalpost, they can't see it.
Ref 62, something of Simulation Football League lore, as he is a fan favorite here in the league, making all sorts of phenomenal calls. Yeah, like, Cade Stevens being properly called out of bounds.
Exactly.
Way back when, in, what was that, season 10? Francis taking the handoff, spinning his way up to the 17-yard line. Nice gain of 6 on first down. Francis making the most of the opportunities he's getting tonight, a whole lot more than we saw last week.
Yeah, but he's getting more opportunities, but Tallahassee isn't scoring very many points.
Apologies for some of the technical difficulties we've had with the audio. Technical glitch, but it sounds like we are back, at least on most platforms. Nice run by McChesney. Will bring up a third and a manageable one.
Yeah, Francis there with a nice run, setting up a 3rd and 1. I would just go back to him. Don't take a risk of
I agree. Francis has been doing a decent enough job. We talked about how he's not being used heavily in this offense so far this season, but here he goes, getting his opportunity, and he barely gets it. Barely stretching the ball across the line to gain and gets the first down at the 21. How about that?
That's called getting low, lowering your pad height, putting your head down, and just getting every inch you can, because he needed every inch on that run.
First and 10 from the 21-yard line on a drive that started at the goal line. Ken Gossett getting that one all the way up to the 39, and the Pride are on the move with their 3-point lead, just ticking the clock away here in the third quarter, trying to get more points on the board.
Well, Denver was doing the same thing, and they stalled, so we'll see if Tallahassee can avoid that mistake. Denver can't allow a touchdown here because, normally we would be like, oh, it's only, a 10-point game, but, the combined points of both teams are 17. It's not going to be easy to be had.
Split backs in the backfield, 3 receiver set. Here on first down, Christensen throwing over the middle to Willis. Complete all the way up to midfield, brought down on the play at the midfield marker. First down and 10, and the drive continues.
Using their other receivers. I'm waiting for Baca. He hasn't done anything so far. I'm waiting to get Christensen, but no big pressure yet.
Well, it's been somewhat of a quiet season for him so far. 13 tackles, 1 sack. He does have 4 tackles for a loss, but Christensen checks that one down to Francis, and Francis wrapped up and brought down on the play.
Well, Baca was coming there. He hit Christensen, but Christensen's been pretty good in the pocket, moving around and not really letting those guys get a hand on him, at least as far as sacks.
Sounds like we have our audio feedback on all platforms now. Once again, apologize for the technical difficulties. We appreciate you sticking with us. Second down and 5, and Francis is tackled in the backfield, brought down hard. Back at the 49-yard line, brought down by Landon Mack.
And that's why I hate that formation. Yeah, good penetration by Mack, and now Tallahassee is in a bad spot like Denver was earlier. Let's see if they can convert on their third down. At about the same place.
4 receiver set for Christensen. Fires down to the bottom of your screen. That one's caught, but it will be short, much short of the line to gain. Trevor Swain with the reception. 4th down and 6. And Matt, just like you kind of predicted a few plays ago, the drive stalls out.
Yeah. So let's see if Tallahassee can pin it on the goal line, Mike. Then you could say you've seen it twice.
Matt, I will bet you $5 that they won't pin it at the goal line. And I win. Fair catch at the 11-yard line. We're going to take a 60-second break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Stay with us. And welcome back to Denver, Colorado. We've got a good one here. Very close game. Tallahassee 10, Denver 7 as the Night Wings take back over on offense from their own 11-yard line. First down and 10, 4-receiver set. Miller, play action, and once again that out route to the top to Giacomo Jones. He's been picking the defense apart slowly with that formation and that route, Matt.
It's probably the best it's looked this entire game. Getting 9. Pressure was coming. Good pass. Gave him, look at that. Look at Jones just with those feet, making sure both feet were in bounds just in case, and sets them up for a nice, I don't know, do what they want. Although, again, I would just put money in the piggy bank, run it to McChesney, get that first down. Get your Lambo.
Second down and 1, minute 13 to go here in the third quarter. Josh Miller under center hands it off to McChesney, and there's that first down that Matt asked for. Tackled on the play by Bernard Gooden. First down and 10 from the 24-yard line. More games left remaining here in week 4. We have 2 tomorrow night, both starting at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central Time. As you can see them there on your screen, Charleston Predators will take on the Las Vegas Fury, and the Chicago Wildcats head to San Francisco to take on the Sharks. That'll wrap up week 4 action. Play action, and down he goes. Sacked on the play by Taekwon Hale. Sack number 3 on the season.
I told you it was going to bite him. Oh, watch out, Taekwon. Don't sprain your ankle there. He tried to step over Josh Miller. Not a good idea. But
4 seasons in the league for Taekwon Hale and having a good season so far. Sack number 3. Brings up a second down and 16. Miller in the gun. 4 wide and a tight end on the field. Miller firing in it. Nearly intercepted and is still bobbling around and still going. And caught by Avery Allen after it was bounced around in the hands of the Infinity. And there's that first down that Matt asked for. Tackled on the play by Bernard. Entire Pride secondary. What a way to end the third quarter. Put your 4s up. 3 quarters in the book. Tallahassee 10, Denver 7. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports Network. Stay with us. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast on the 11 Sports Network is brought to you in part by Nation's Best Football, helping the NFL, college, high school, and youth players to help #secure the bag. By ScoreStream, the official live scoring app of the SFL. By Sector 6, custom esports jerseys and apparel and the exclusive SFL shop provider. And by SpyGoat, dedicated to the craft of audio. Aerial shots brought to you by AirViews, united by drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. Matt, that play that we went to the break on was insane. Miller back to throw on third down and 11, and that one's batted away and incomplete.
Yeah, you're right about that. I think it hit about 5 different people, or at least it ricocheted 5 times before the grab, and wasn't for much, but this league always surprises you. I don't think I've seen that many deflections on a catch. And then you saw the ball down at the goal line, so two new things for you at least.
That's right. That was it was unfortunate that the clock had to hit 0 in the third quarter right after that play, but that was intense. Avery Allen trying to make the most of his debut. Unfortunately, Denver can't keep the drive going. They got to punt back to the Pride. Hunter Jones breaks through the first tackle. Can't get past big number 61, Antonio Jemima, and that one will be a first down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. So a short field for the Pride, who currently have the lead here in the fourth quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight, joined in the booth by the SFL Hall of Fame quarterback, known as the Bronze Bomber, quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs, Matthew David Wilson. Check down to the fullback Julius Williams. What?
Ooh, no one knows my middle name. Thanks.
Well, they do now, Matt. They do now. Second down and 7 after a gain of 3.
They're coming after me now.
Matt's social security number coming up next.
No.
So the Pride in control of the ball here with a narrow lead. Man, I thought we were going to be watching a shootout here tonight, but it's been a defensive battle, and still showing more of that now as Francis is swarmed by the entire Denver defense, tackled at the 45-yard line, 3rd down and 3, and at risk of having another drive stall out.
There we go. I would trust McChesney here. I'd line up your best running formation. And just
Francis, you mean?
Or Francis, yes.
Yeah.
And
well, Christensen will throw, and he throws it over the middle into double coverage and incomplete.
Well, I might have got the teams confused wrong, but the result was the same. Another punt.
Another punt. So the defense is able to do its job yet again. 17-point game. I thought we would have had 17 points halfway through the first quarter between these two teams. Like the Simulation Football League on Facebook. It's at facebook.com/simulationfl. You can promote to your friends and share your SFL glory. You can find us on darn near every social media platform that exists. Social media director Andy Hamilton does a fantastic job of keeping our social media pages up to date and full of relevant content. As that one is down, but he carries it into the end zone. Shame on you, 36. Shame. It's Ira Sharp, the strong safety, special teamer.
Looking a little dull on that one. Oh.
Shout out to those of you in the chat with us tonight. Appreciate everybody being here. NFL Boy, Conch Boogie, Guapulator 303, I can't pronounce that one. Stephen at Large, that's the one and only Stephen Mullinex. True Shot Caller 1, Realist Sense Kumbaya 24, and so many more that I've seen with us tonight. As you see the chat on the screen now, you can join in on the live chat taking place during the game by visiting the 11 Sports Network Twitch channel. That's at twitch.tv/11sportsnext. If you'd like to learn more about the league, join our website, or I should say visit our website, simulationfl.net. You can find a link to join our Discord community, and you too can become part of the action. You can become a player on a team. You can join our broadcast team, our beat writing team, and so many other things. 2nd and 8. Miller, pump fake, throws over the middle. Wide open man, complete over the middle. That one hauled in by Andrew James White First down and 10, Denver.
It's a big play for Denver. They haven't been rattling off many over 8. And they need some bigger plays. They got to take some risks. They're only down 3, but man, they can't keep stalling out. You're going to run out of time. It's fourth quarter time. Denver, buckle up.
Handed off to McChesney, bobbled up right at the line. Gains only 1 on the play. As we take a look at the halfback comparison, McChesney definitely having the better average, but the yards really aren't too far off, and Francis with the touchdown on board, Matt.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately McChesney probably could have had that touchdown if Miller had thrown that pick in the end zone. That might come back to haunt Denver if they're losing this game. That's the play I'd key on.
Stephen Mullenix asking if we have a MySpace page. I don't believe so. Oh, sacked on the play. Brought down in the backfield. Nice sack by the Tallahassee defensive line. Charles Dunbar in on that one. And McChesney now facing a long conversion here.
That's what I'm talking about with Tallahassee. That time they had 4 down linemen, and even though Dunbar isn't paid as much as the others, the other 3 took up enough blockers where he was able to just waltz right in there and sack the quarterback. And now Denver is in a very precarious situation. Look
what they need to do here. 5 wide. Miller firing, has the yardage, and does not make the catch. Giacomo Jones with a rare drop. That one just bounced off of his hands.
I think it was deflected by one of them.
Was it?
Yeah, I think Sir Chappelle right here got his mitts on it. Let's watch this.
Yeah, beautiful. It was a beautiful play by Chappelle. Watch, Matt.
Let's see.
Yeah, you called it right the first
Jones
time.
dropped the ball.
Oh, Chappelle got it. You were right the first time. Don't correct yourself.
I'm not sure. I'd have to watch that on replay. Either way, Chappelle got in the way, made the catch more difficult, and now another punt.
Let's take a look at the. Why don't we have a vote, Matt? Everybody in the chat. Do you think that Chappelle batted it down or did Jones drop it? My vote is Chappelle batted that down. We'll see what happens after the break. We're going to take a short break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. We'll be back with Tallahassee on offense. Stay with us. And welcome back to Denver, Colorado. Close game here. Tallahassee 10, Denver 7. 8 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Tallahassee with the ball on their own 38-yard line. I'm Mike Daggs, joined in the booth with Matt Wilson. Throw is behind the line of scrimmage and incomplete.
Fumble!
That is a fumble. Was that a backwards pass, Matt?
Who recovered? Looks like Tallahassee did. Ooh. That could have been a disaster.
Yeah, that was wild, but they I guess recovered it at their own line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 10. I was surprised it was ruled a fumble. Do you think that was a backwards pass?
I don't know, but we didn't get a replay, so I'm going to say yes.
3 receivers down at the bottom of the screen. That one checked down to Francis. Gains 5 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 5. And Matt, taking a look at the chat, it looks like most people say it was batted down by Sir Chappelle.
I'm going to post later a replay angle that shows it was dropped.
Conspiracy. Christensen, pressure coming, and down he goes. Sacked on the play back at the 40-yard line. There's Bailey Baca celebrating along with the man who got the sack, Mr. Mack. Logan Mack with the sack, but Baca was coming right around behind him, Matt.
I could go for a Big Mac right about now.
Matt usually gets hungry in the fourth quarters.
Yeah, taco time.
Well, a Big Mac is definitely not a taco, but okay.
You put the meat in a taco shell. Sauce, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions.
Pressure coming on the punt. That one barely getting away. Matt threw his wish list of food. Hard hit on that return. Brought up to the 24-yard line. Tonight's game is not the last of the week. We still have 2 more coming up tomorrow night on the 11 Sports Network. Charleston at Las Vegas, Chicago at San Francisco. Both of those games, as you can see, at 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern, here on the Simulation Football League. 4 receiver set, play action. Stepping up into the pocket, goes, sacked on the play back at the 40-yard line. Pocket and hit as he threw. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. Tyquan Hale providing the pressure on that play.
That's all on the 11 Sports Network. How wonderful. It's great to be broadcast on DirecTV.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Looks like Tallahassee's front starting to get a little bit more involved. Better late than never, boys. Could be a run, though. Look out.
2nd down and 10 for Denver. Miller hands it off to McChesney. Hit at the line, but still somehow able to skirt his way through and get 3 yards. Averaging 5 yards per carry, which is better than his season average. So having a decent night tonight. But there's still 7 yards to go to gain a 1st down, and 3rd and 7
yards
coming
to
up.
Go. Field goal.
Yes. Yeah. 6 minutes to go in this one. Close game. Still anybody's ball game here. Miller fires over the middle. Double coverage. That one's batted away and incomplete. Miller looking for the flag, Matt.
Yeah, that was just good defense. Usually that's wide open, but Tallahassee, look at that guy. Eaton playing in the middle of the zone. Actually, it was number 36 there that got in his way. Wow.
Yeah, Irish
That
Sharp.
was a tip, for sure.
That was the backup strong safety who carried that one punt into the end zone. He's trying to make up for his little special team snafu by making a good play on defense while getting some play time out on the field, and that one incomplete.
Such an unusual SFL game. I've never seen somebody, 3 and outs or close to 3 and outs.
Yeah.
We've only had a couple drives that have been even into the red zone or even into the other side of the field, barely.
I wish we had a statistician on the game tonight. If we did, we'd be able to see exactly how many punts we were at. If you are interested in the Simulation Football League, if you like what you're seeing and you aren't maybe quite ready to have a player of your own, or if you do join the Discord community and you find that all the teams are full and there's some other rookies maybe ahead of you in the packing order and you're looking for something to do, consider joining our stats team. You can actually become part of these live broadcasts and be part of the production behind the scenes and help feed information directly to the broadcasters. As we watch a pump fake there, complete to Ken Gossett over the middle as he slides his way up to the 47-yard line. If you'd like to join the stats team, please go to our website, simulationfl.net, click the link to join our Discord community, and then once there, send out a message to a one Mr. Mark Lopez or myself. Either way, I'm Mike Daggs, play-by-play commentator and director of broadcasting for the Simulation Football League.
No middle name for you, huh?
No middle name for me. My middle name's John, Matt. Different strokes for different folks. Christensen, pressure coming. Baca hit him, and that pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Everyone's getting after the quarterbacks right now, and these guys got to watch out. Put on their big boy pants and take a shot and get a good pass off, because someone has to. Well, Tallahassee technically does not have to score, but
nope.
You don't want to leave the door open.
Ahead. Yeah.
We've seen some very exciting 2-minute drives in league history.
Francis is not going to get the 1st down, and this is well out of Richard Douglas's field goal range.
But it's 3rd down, so they have another shot.
An excellent point, Matt. That's why you're here. So 2-1 Tallahassee Pride, 2-1 Denver Nightwings. There's a reason that both of these teams, are 2 of the better teams in the league, and we're seeing it tonight. And it's their defense is doing a great job of shutting down their opponents' offenses. The offenses can put up quite a bit of points, but the defenses are winning the game tonight for them. Francis able to get the 1st down there, and this drive will stay alive. Tallahassee taking on the 3-time defending champion Alaska Storm. And when I say 3-time defending champion, for those who don't know, it's 3 consecutive championships for the Alaska Storm. And this Pride team took them out last week, 28-17. Denver shutting down their opponent, New Orleans Pharaohs, nearly shutting them out. Francis running off tackle to the right, this time gaining 5. Denver was able to put up 23 points on the Pharaohs and hold them to only 3. So, you could see, Matt, last week, the Night Wings defense doing a fantastic job against the Pharaohs. They've already surrendered more points tonight than they allowed last week, and Tallahassee's only got 10.
No offense to the Pharaohs, though, but this Tallahassee offense is, I think, a little more explosive.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
They've done an excellent job defensively. Offensively is where they've had their problems.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pride have the Ken Gossett and the Christian Christensen. That's, those two alone could make up an offense all by themselves. Christensen hands the ball off to Francis.
Don't forget about me.
Don't forget about Francis. Gains a few up to the 28-yard line. Will bring up a 3rd and 2 as we tick down to 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. And, it's becoming even more critically important at this stage, Matt, for this Denver defense to hold them to a field goal at most. Already down by 3.
Tallahassee's running clock. And I think they're just going to keep the ball on the ground here. Denver's defense shift appropriately. I think we're going off tackle again.
Can the defense hold again? And they hit him in the backfield.
Oh,
and they do. I thought it was nearly a face mask, but they hold him short. 4th down and 1, and a potential 45-yard field goal try coming up.
This is
do trot him out, Matt.
Now this is why you pay your kicker big bucks that Tallahassee has not. So this is a bit of a hold your breath moment for the Pride.
Looks like it'll be 44 yards from the left hash to give the Pride a 6-point lead. High snap. Oh, and it's blocked. The kick is blocked, and it's recovered by Tallahassee, I believe. The laces
they were in. Oh no! That's why you pay the kicker the big bucks.
I don't think the best kicker in the league would have made that one. That Denver special teams unit fired through that line, and they did a fantastic job. I said at that point the best they could hope for is to hold them to 3. Well, they said no, forget that. We're gonna hold them to nothing. Play action. Firing down to Giacomo Jones. He catches it, falls out of bounds at the 42-yard line after a gain of 6. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go here in the ball game. Denver looking to at least tie this one up, if not take the lead with very little time left.
And the big advantage Denver has is they have Kramer Jackman in the bullpen warming up. That man can kick a deep ball.
Yeah. I think, what'd you say earlier? You thought he could make it from 55?
Yeah, I think 50, 54, 55 is good if they need him.
As long as 46 on the season right now, as McChesney takes that handoff, has blockers out in front of him and crosses midfield up to the 48-yard line, and that will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. We'll see if we get a replay first, and it looks like we will.
McChesney just slithering through, looking for open field. Nice block by Giacomo Jones, trying to take the Tallahassee Pride one-on-one, and did a good job there.
That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Stay with us. We're in for a good finish. And welcome back. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Denver trailing by 3, but in control of the football. First down and 10 from the Pride 48-yard line. Josh Miller in the gun, 5-receiver set. Miller to throw, fires over the middle into coverage. That one nearly taken away, and that would have been devastating. Batted down. It'll bring up a second down.
All right, this is where I don't like play calls like that. I've been telling them to be aggressive all game, but now is when you have to run. Be conservative, run your 6-yard plays, run McChesney, get your first downs and at least get into Jackman range so you can tie this game up. Don't throw the game away on a ill-advised pick.
Right. They're 10 yards away from potential field goal range for Kramer Jackman to tie the game. McChesney off tackle to the left with blockers out in front of him, but he's hit. Wow, I didn't even see him coming through the line, Matt. Michael Sprouse with a possible game-saving tackle.
Yeah, I thought that was going for at least 15 yards.
Major yards, yes. For field goal range yards, at least. But now we have a 3rd and 6 with the clock ticking.
Watch out for the over the middle throw, but it looks like Tallahassee's got that covered.
Miller throws over the middle. That one's complete, and we are in field goal range. That one hauled in all the way up at the 34-yard line, and Graham Canyon, not one of the more commonly targeted receivers here on the Night Wings offense, celebrating that catch as he knows he just made a big play for his team. First down and 10, minute and 9 seconds to go, and the clock's running.
Trips to the top. I love this formation. Let's see if Denver can get some good use out of it.
Miller checks it down to his newly signed tight end, Avery Allen. 6'6" target brought in this week, and he's already making an impact here for the Night Wings. McChesney takes the handoff, running straight up the middle, brings up a 3rd down and 2, 46 seconds to go. Well inside Kramer Jackman range. Yeah, I think they want to tick the clock away a little more first. Miller, top of the screen, first down. That one complete. Logan Keel hasn't been involved too heavily in the offense tonight, but a huge catch there.
They're loving this formation. They're just like, we're not going to call timeouts. We're going to 5-10 yards of play.
No.
Middle throw, but it looks like Tallahassee's got that covered.
Miller throw. They're hitting Avery Allen again over the middle. 2nd and 5 from the 14, and there's the first of the timeouts for the Night Wings. 2nd and 5 from the 14, and Matt, obviously they're going for the win here, but we could be headed for overtime if the Pride defense can hold. But hey, we also saw a block kick tonight. It's been a wild night of plays.
And this is what the SFL is all about. The game's been kind of slow, but these 2 minutes, these drills, these last-second plays, it's all what this league's all about. Big-time excitement.
3 down linemen for the Pride. Miller in the gun. Miller firing over the middle. That one's caught. Trying to get his way into the end zone, but he gets down at the 2. First down and goal from the 2-yard line, and another timeout immediately taken by Logan Keel.
And now I think they have, even though this logic doesn't make any sense, or doesn't make much sense, I think they weren't going to want to play it conservative. I think they've got 1 play left they can run before they bring out the field goal unit. So,
yeah, because they have 1 timeout, so you can, the playbook's wide open.
And will they give it to McChesney here, or will it be a big fake out? We're about to find out.
Offset I formation. Miller to throw, fires towards the end zone and batted away, and it's nearly intercepted. Out of the hands of the entire Pride secondary again.
It's like they're tipping it up to each other. It's like we're playing volleyball out here, man.
They're playing hot potato in the end zone.
This.
Someone catch the ball.
Boing, 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 boing. Oh.
The Tallahassee defense had the opportunity to seal the game right there for their team.
Will we see the field goal unit on the field, or are they going to go run another play?
It looks like we are going to see, I think,
yep.
Yeah, we got the field goal unit out there, Matt, with 13 seconds to go. They say, you know what? We've been in this game with the Pride just this entire way. Let's kick an easy kick here by Kramer Jackman to tie this one up and potentially send it to overtime. No snap, pressure coming, but man, got the kick up and it was good from 18 yards out. We are all knotted up here at 10. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. This isn't even the last game of Week 4, folks. We still have 2 more games tomorrow night, as you can see on your screen. Charleston, Las Vegas, Chicago, San Francisco, both at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. My goodness.
Watch out for the return.
Hunter Jones standing back right at his own goal line, ready to take this one to the house, and he's tackled as he runs straight into the middle of a host of defenders. 5 seconds to go, Matt. Do they just heave it or just run it and hope for the best?
They just run it. You don't want to take a risk of a pick six.
Yeah, you don't want to pick six.
I mean, I don't know if they got a Statue of Liberty, a flea flicker or something, but you just don't want to risk, a fumble. We saw a fumble on that backward pass, and if it's recovered, it could be game over.
Christensen to throw, firing. Oh, and there's
gosh.
Yeah. There was the potential pick six right there. Justin Jones still looking for his first interception of the season. He had it in his hands and dropped it. Wouldn't that have been a wild finish?
For the love of God, Frank, just run the ball. I can't handle it.
1 tick on the clock in regulation, and then we head to overtime. 7:30 Central. My goodness.
Looks like Frank's not taking my advice.
No, Frank says, I want the win right now. Quiet down up there in the booth. Christensen to throw, checks it down to Francis, sort of like a run. Francis, no blockers out in front of him, and the Night Wings defense is going to make that tackle. We've hit 0 on the clock. 4 quarters was not enough to decide the Fan Night Game of the Week, Matt. We need more. So the captains will head back down to the center of the field for the overtime coin toss.
Tails never fails, remember. See, Tallahassee, you've already lost.
Oh, Matt. It was heads.
Oh,
it was heads, Matt. You lose.
I had a 50%
All right, so
chance.
for everybody that is potentially new to the Simulation Football League, overtime rules in the SFL are first score wins, no matter how you get it. If this kick is taken to the house, the Pride win. If they get it, back at the 2-yard line and get safety, then Denver wins. But we'll see what happens. I'm Mike Dykes, your play-by-play commentator, joined at the booth by the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. Starting quarter number 5 here in overtime. Hunter Jones takes it up to the 21-yard line.
It's going to be tired of getting hit.
Can score first. It took 4 quarters for each team to just get 10 points. So we could be in for a little bit of a ride here, Matt.
Well, I'm strapped in no matter what in the chair. So
Matt is literally strapped in place.
As long as necessary.
AJ Francis taking the handoff right up the middle into the center of the Night Wings defense. No gain on that play. 2nd down and 10. And Matt, we don't see a lot of overtime games in the SFL, but it seems like these past couple of weeks, I think we had 2 last week, and now we've had another one here tonight. I don't think we had any other overtime games in week 4, but certainly adds to the excitement.
Yeah, it certainly raises my blood sugar for the week. Blood pressure, not blood sugar. I'm all confused.
Matt eating snacks again. Francis taking the handoff again, this time having some blockers. Might get a stutter step and a juke. Getting his way up to the 38-yard line. Where were these moves earlier? And look at him continue to making the fancy moves down on the field.
A little stop and go again. Watch this. He just kept like, nope. It's all right. Whoop. 21 got a little embarrassed there. We won't call him out. Vasquez. Oh.
Cough, cough. Josh Vasquez. Shotgun formation here on 1st down and 10. Christensen in the gun, flanked by a running back to both sides.
Baca.
Hit as he throws the ball. Bailey Baca in on the pressure. Incomplete pass, 2nd down.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to step over you, but the Baca was coming. And now is the time for him to really assert himself. If he wants to, make an impact. Hashtag.
Yeah, absolutely. Bailey, the Chewbacca. You called him out earlier, Matt. You said Baca was quiet. Since then, he's been doing nothing but getting in the backfield. Split backs this time for the offense. Christensen throws over the middle. That one's nearly intercepted. Taken away. Picked off by Deontay Phillips. And a flag on the play.
Might be backing it up. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, no.
Clipping. Michael Trurillo in the chat calling that one out earlier, Matt, saying, don't forget about Ref 62 and his infamous clipping calls. So clipping on that run back, but the interception still will stand. It'll be the Denver Nightwings' ball. It's just a matter of where it gets placed.
Yeah, I think it was Baca clipping.
I think so, yes.
Couldn't resist taking a shot.
Baca is, he doesn't practice the downfield blocking very often. So when he gets his opportunity, he's not exactly sure what the rules are. So Miller, play action, firing it down to Jones on what's been one of his favorite routes tonight. That one good for another 8.
And here's where
second down and 2.
Here's where paying your kicker is going to pay off, possibly for Denver.
Yeah.
All they have to do is to get into 50 yards and close, and it's it's almost guaranteed. So this Tallahassee defense really has to, sack Miller, get some pressure, don't let him get too many more first downs.
Potentially only 8 yards away from victory, now even less with a fresh set of downs at the 42-yard line. Nice run by McChesney to get them ever so closer to first down range. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Plenty of people in the chat on the 11 Sports Next Twitch page. You can join in on that chat, twitch.tv/11 Sports Next. You can also see that chat on your screen as that pass is caught over the middle. Huge reception there by Matt's favorite fullback.
Truckee Stack?
It's not Truckee Stack, Matt. He's on St. Louis. Second down and 3. We've just seen a lot of passes to that fullback tonight, and you kept on saying, don't throw it to him anymore. Well, how about that? Now Denver right there in field goal range for Kramer Jackman already.
Yeah, they just don't want to go backwards.
Miller handing the ball off to McChesney. He has a couple of blockers out in front of him, but he is absolutely by Jeff Eaton on that play.
They went backwards.
They did indeed go backwards, but still arguably within range, Matt. You said he was good from 55. As long on the season as only 46, but that doesn't mean that's as far as he can kick. That just means that's the longest opportunity he's had. McChesney on third down gets a first down and a little bit more up to the 29-yard line, and the Denver Nightwings in good shape at this point.
Yes, the slightly higher than average weight lady is starting to sing.
Matt trying to be as PC as possible.
We're on network television. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. It's like a pound over, one too many Cinnabons. It's okay.
Oh, okay. And the PC is falling apart at the seams. 3 in the backfield for the Nightwings. Miller under center. Miller will throw, checking it down to McChesney, who can get barely past the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him with a gain of 2, being a little bit generous there, out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 7 minutes, 37 seconds to go here in this first overtime period. We've already seen a blocked field goal tonight, Matt. Of course, that was the Nightwings special teams unit making the block on the Pride special teams unit, and that turned out to be ultimately the difference in this game, was that blocked field goal. Miller over the middle. Oh, shiny new fullback Avery Allen hit on the play, and did I say fullback? Tight end drops that pass incomplete. Third down.
I wouldn't be throwing the ball at all. I'd run Chesney up the middle every play and then kick your field goal and just say, well, if it somehow missed, we made our best effort, because you don't want to get into a fumble situation. Even if it's an easy pass, fumbles happen.
This
miscommunication.
This next play should be, all right, McChesney, here's the ball. Kramer Jackman likes it on the left hash, right hash, middle, whatever. But no, the commentators, we know literally nothing. 4 wide receivers and a tight end. Josh Miller playing with fire here in the shotgun. Firing over the middle. That one is complete, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 1. I guess Avery Allen said, just give me one more shot. I want to redeem myself after that drop. 4th down and 1 from the 19-yard line. And here comes Kramer Jackman trotting out onto the field for what will be a 36-yard field goal try for the game.
Barring a slip, a bad snap, I don't know, over his head, this should be pretty close to automatic.
Low snap, but he does get the kick away. The kick is up, and it's good. The Denver Nightwings will win here at home against the Tallahassee Pride. That'll bring us to the end of our ball game. The Tallahassee Pride 10, the Denver Nightwings 13. It took 5 quarters to get it done, but Matt, we have come to an end. That wraps up tonight's game. Next up for the Tallahassee Pride, they will head to Chicago to take on the 3-0 Chicago Wildcats. For Denver, they will head on the road to Houston next week to take on the 1-3 Houston Hyenas. Matt, your final thoughts on this one?
It was just a defensive slugfest, and just a game of inches when you only win by 3 points in overtime. A play here, a play there, that's all it took. And, Denver, I thought they shot themselves in the foot during that pick in the end zone. But they made up for it, got it into overtime, and pulled out the victory. And you know what? It doesn't matter how many points you win by, how you win by, as long as you win the game. That's all that matters. It's a win on the sheet, and for playoff positioning, just so important.
Coming up next on the 11 Sports Network, stay tuned for RFL Rugby as the Toronto Wolfpack take on the Bradford Bulls. Tomorrow night, you can catch another pair of Simulation Football League games here on 11 Sports. The Charleston Predators head to fabulous Las Vegas to take on the Fury. The San Francisco Sharks will host the Chicago Wildcats in a game featured on the 11 Sports Next channel. Both of those games will air at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Let's take a look at the player of the game, Jared McChesney. 101 yards on the ground. He had a receiving touchdown as well. Voting for the Week 5 Fan Night Game of the Week will begin shortly. Voting takes place in our Discord server in the Who You Got channel. If you're not part of our Discord community yet, what are you waiting for? Head to simulationfl.net. Click the link to join our Discord community.